Hi, I am Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, SNS College of Technology. In this lecture series video of Fundamentals of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, today's topic is Ohm's Law with its simple problems. So let us recall the previous class, which is discussion about potential difference, causes of movements of electrons, electron current flow through conductors opposed by materials, and relationship between voltage and current. So all we know that current is denoted as I and voltage is denoted V. And resistance is R, which is to resist the flow of charges, which is current, and conductor is conduction of electric flow of charges is mainly focused on the conductors. So in today's classes we are going to discuss about Ohm's law. So basics of Ohm's law, fundamentals of voltage, current, and resistance, Ohm's law definition and mathematical relation. So Ohm's law triangle, finding unknown quantity. So these is all the topics which we are going to discuss in today's classes. So let us enter into the classes. So what is the definition of Ohm's law? So Ohm's law states that current flowing through a conductor between two points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points, provided the temperature and physical condition that remains constant. So the general equation we all should know is V is equal to IR. So in case of so V is voltage, I is current, and R is resistance in terms of their voltage, volts, ampere, and ohms. So we know that V is equal to IR if the quantities given is voltage and current. So that we have to find out R, that it means we have to find out R that's equal to V by R. So in case of I is to be finded, and V and R is provided, that formula is I that's equal to V by R. So this is the basic law of Ohm's last triangle rule. So fundamentals of voltage, current, and resistance. So we all know that potential difference is mainly classified as voltage sources. So it pushes electrons through a conductor. So current is a free flow of charges, which is electrons. So the voltage which pushes the electrons to passes through the conductor. The conductor may be in copper or metal, any other thing. So voltage is denoted as V. The rate of flow of electric charges through a conductor is positive to the negative terminal, which is known as current. It is denoted as ampere, which is A. Resistance, opposition offered by the material to flow the current. It's depend on the material length, area, and temperature. Resistance unit is ohms, which is denoted as ohms. So mathematical relations of Ohm's law, which we have discussed earlier, is Ohm's law triangular rule, which is if the components V, I, R is given, so we have to find out some other quantity. So if we have to be find out, I and R is provided in your questions. So in the mathematical relation, V is equal to I R. If you have to find out R, which is mean R is equal to V by I. If you are going to find out I, that's equal to V by R. So this is known as a triangular finding unknown quantities. If we are don't know the voltage, current, or resistance, that is called as an unknown sources. So the known sources is which we have provided in the sources. So this is known as finding out the unknown quantities. So the what is the purpose and empathizing part of Ohm's law is Ohm's law seems tricky. So, will I calculate correctly? So, think is confused, curious, anxious. Attempt problems, simulations. Identify pain point, and then troubleshoots and difficulty rearranging formulas. So these are all the things which we have to empathize in the Ohm's law, where we have clearly have a clarity about what are all the data given in the question, and then we have to take out uh, find out what we need to find out, so that knowing these all quantities what we are going to find and what we get, if we know that clearly, we can solve out the problem using V by R or V is equal to IR format. So the stages of design thinking goal is to sympathizing insights from the empathy mappings are Based on the provided empathy map and pain points, we will define the problems related to learning and applying Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. For applications of Ohm law in real life is we have n number of applications of Ohm's law. For example, if we are studying about Kirchhoff's current law or Kirchhoff's voltage law, the basics law is Ohm's law, so that we can calculate current law or voltage law, anything else. So the first and foremost examples are else in phone chargers, light bulbs, electric fuse. Here we use is your Ohm's law. So Ohm's law bulb experiment is we are connecting the bulb terminal phase and neutral to the battery, and then phase to battery and neutral to the switches. Whereas the switch is in closed state, the supply will pass through the conductor and reaches the bulb, and the bulb glows, and the returning the phase wire takes as a live path, and the neutral wire act as a returning path, so that the applications of Ohm's law, the bulb is glowing. So what are all the challenges are? So the identifying the problem statement, recapping of empathy mapping, pain points, which is included in the Ohm's laws, are the major thing which we have to consider while solving the Ohm's laws related problem. And the triangular law application is the foremost thing which we have to consider in solving the Ohm's law related problem. Why? Because if we are lack of data or rearranging the data struggling, which may leads to a uh, incorrect answers while we are applying Ohm's law. So these are all the reference websites which consists lots of Ohm's law problems and voltage current resistance related problems. So you can go through it. Thank you.